Hello there. Hello there. It's great. I'm still here. Don't press buttons, Terrie. I'm Terrie, and I'm here to support the spiritually inclined, highly sensitive overthinkers who get easily overwhelmed. And I want to help you feel less stressed and less anxious. So we're going to do the thing. So I'm just going to sit here for a moment, not really sit, but just chat with you briefly for a moment because y'all are loading in. It's really funny how this TikTok thing goes. I've been learning a lot. So I promised myself that to get over my intimidation of TikTok, which I have a lot of, that I would do a TikTok every day for a week. So that ends Thursday, will be my last TikTok. Today is Tuesday. And I feel like I've just been fumbling through here. Hello, Gemini Eyes 12, and nice to see you. See, now people start coming in, and I learned that there is a process. Hello, Beach Life. Hello. You know, like anything else that intimidates you, when you get over something, you have to go through it. So we never really get over anything. We actually move through it. Hello, Bilal. And so I am trying to figure out how to do this live thing because I know there's a lot to it and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be honest. So I'm kind of learning as I go. Here are some things you are guaranteed during the live that I will probably butcher your name. So I'm going to apologize in advance if I do not pronounce your name correctly. I am sorry. It is not intentional at all. Hello, EMS. There's a lot that happens on these live screens. All these things start coming in. So it's just, it gets to be a lot. It gets to be a lot. I am my client. So for me, it is, I understand what you're going through when a lot of information or energy comes at you because that's what's happening here. Hello, Soul 8, Lens, and Brooklyn Gone Cat. Very nice. Very nice. I just want to acknowledge you too and thank you for being here. So was it yesterday? I can't even remember. All the days are kind of moving together. I have no idea what's happening. I'm going to decline because I'm not sure what's happening. People want to come into the live, and if I don't know you, please don't be offended. But I'm not going to have you on here if I don't know you. So please forgive me for that. The other day we started a series, not so much a series, because we got into a whole other conversation about extraterrestrials yesterday and the paranormal. Hello, Ace and Chili Billy. Decline. So that was a really great conversation. Hello, Delb Culver and Lynn. Oh, all y'all are just piling in here. And Matt Horn, very nice to see you. And Samara, very, very cool. So we started talking about the paranormal, and we started talking about aliens and extraterrestrials and all that. Had a really great conversation. So if there is something that you want to talk about, please write it into the hello, Mary Enright Knie. Hello, Storm. Go ahead and write it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer the question. I do want to tell you I'm not all knowing. I don't know everything. But I will share with you my personal perspectives and I'll share with you the knowledge that I do have. Hello, Diane and Atomic. So there's this really great book called Experiencing Being, and it's small, really, really short. So it's a totally easy read, and it's written by Master Choa Koksui, who is the founding father of modern day pranic healing and Arhatic yoga. And what Arhatic yoga is, hello, Crystal. Arhatic yoga, hello, Never, there you go. unites the higher soul and the lower soul. So it helps, the lower soul is considered the human because part of the higher soul pours itself into the lower soul. And now the lower soul has a container, the human body, that it can identify with now. And then now have a human experience with a certain perspective and point of view. And Master Choa Kok Sui, I don't want to butcher his name. He's one of my spiritual teachers. Hello, D.I. Beard and Linda Benitez. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Pink Dar also. Hello. He wrote this book, The Golden Lotus Sutra on Life. So just some little tidbits on life and how as a human, well, as a spiritual being in a human container, in a human, I always say, earth suit. Hi Ava, hello, hi, I love your hi, very, very cute, very cute. There we go. Very nice to see you. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this, and please feel free to share your thoughts and your feelings on it in the chat, okay? And if I see it, which I should, if not, I'll scroll back. I want to acknowledge you. If I see it, I'm gonna, I really want to take in what you have to say. I want to hear what you have to say. So here we go. Be rooted. Oh, you're very welcome, Ava. You're very welcome. Be rooted and practical. If you're not rooted, do you know what will happen? Nature will kick you in the head and you'll have so many problems and you'll be forced to face reality. Hey, Soul 8, I see your question. I want to get to it. But let me get to your question first and then we can always go over this. So Soul 8 Lens is asking a question, and thank you for putting that into the chat. Do you think your earth suit is you? Such a great question. So your earth suit, which is your human, consists of the container that your lower soul uses as a vehicle to move around and to bump into other things. So when you're asking, do you think your earth suit is you? That is the part of your soul, not your entire soul. Your entire soul is not in your human body. Only part of it is. All right. That part of your soul identifies as the human. So that part of your soul makes the earth suit believe that it is you. So your question, do you think your earth suit is you? Yes, because I identify. However, there's more to just my earth suit because I have a higher soul. You have a higher soul. Everybody has a higher soul. Believe it or not, even like people you hate, even people who are horrible and terrible, they have higher souls too. Some of them are considered lost souls, so they're disconnected from the soul, but they're still a soul, okay? So do I think my earth suit is you? Yes, I think my earth suit is me as a level of truth, and there's another level of truth within the level of truth, which is I am more than just my earth suit. So I don't, though I think and feel and believe and know that my earth suit is me, I also have more than me, right? Because like we talked about yesterday, in case you missed it, I'll repeat it. There are different levels of truth and they're all true, right? So for example, you are you and you live in a city. Now that city resides in a state. So this is true, the fact that you live in a city, and it's also true that you live in a state. And you know what else? Your state resides or is also in a country. That's another level of truth. So there's different levels of truth, right? And your country resides on the planet Earth. So yet another level of truth. So there are many truths that can be happening at the same time. Now, sometimes you'll have levels of truth that contradict each other, but separately. They contradict each other together, but separately they're true. Those are called paradox. And I just recorded an episode earlier, with Kathy Groover. We have a podcast that premieres on the 10th, which is in 2 days. Very excited. By the way, if you want to watch it, I'm going to see if I can post it here on TikTok. I don't know if I can. We'll see. But you can always DM me for the information, because it's going to be on all of the streaming platforms, and it's called the Intentional Awakening Podcast, with me and Kathy Groover. So we recorded an episode about paradox, right? Because you have different levels of truth. You have levels of truth within the truth, and then you have levels of truth that separately are true, but put together, it's a paradox. So it's very, very interesting having this human experience. And when you have some sort of experience, what happens is that you gain wisdom. But what is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge and experience. You can know something, but you can also maybe not have experienced it. So that's just knowing. It's not necessarily wisdom, right? So wisdom is also embodiment. So wisdom means you've had the experience and you have the education or the knowing. Thank you for all the hearts, you guys. Oh my God, you guys are so cute. I love you. I love you. Thank you. You hear my little pup in the back? I don't have a background noise reducer for the TikTok. My apologies. So there's a lot that we can kind of be aware of. So there are things you know, right? So you probably know what 1 + 1 is. It equals 2. So you know that information, right? And there are things you know that you don't know. So for example, I know that I don't know chemistry, but it's still in my frame of knowing because I know that I don't know it. But there is so much out there in this beautiful world of ours that I have not had any information about or had any experience with. So there are still things I don't know that I don't know about until I have the experience of that. And then it comes into my realm of knowing. So it's really, really important to keep an open mind so you can learn. And so information can now come into your knowingness. And that is how you become more conscious, because you hear the spirituality community talk about consciousness all the time. Well, what is consciousness? It's awareness. That's all it is. You're aware. That's it. We can simplify this. We do not have to make this complicated. We humans love to complicate things. You know why? Because we have an ego, and it's okay. Ego is not bad. The ego is designed complicated. We humans love to complicate things. You know why? Because we have an ego, and it's okay. Ego is not bad. The ego is designed. It's like, hello, I'm recording a TikTok here. So you are here to expand your consciousness and awareness, and you do it through wisdom, and you gain your wisdom through experience and information and knowledge, right? Fan-freaking-tastic. So yesterday when we were talking about aliens and extraterrestrials, and I like to call them multidimensional beings because they're just different vibrational frequencies. And when you match that vibrational frequency, hey Summer, hello Shack Siren, very nice to see you. When you are at a certain vibrational frequency, and that means you're able to pick up a frequency or a vibration that is the same or similar. So if you're not at a certain level or vibrational frequency, you're not going to pick up anything else that has a different that has a different vibrational frequency. That's why there's that saying, birds of a feather flock together. That's why you have your friends. They're more like you. if someone changes and their energy changes, they'll vibrate out of your field somehow, some way. And then you guys are not on the same page anymore. Right? So that's how that works. Hello, Melmears7. It's so good to see you. You said what? 67 has joined us in the hizzy. Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you. Right? So you're here to expand your knowledge and your awareness through wisdom, which is experience. All right? And I know that sometimes it is not easy to be a human. Oh my goodness. Today, for me, happens to be a good human day so far. I am very, very optimistic that it'll continue to be a good human day. But some days are not always like that, right? Some days are not always like that. And it's okay. Nothing's wrong with you if you're having a bad day or an off day. And the last thing that I want you to do is judge yourself as wrong or bad for having any type of emotion or experience or feeling. Because when we have those experiences, it is to stretch us. It's to get us, hello, Nardo. It's to get us to see and experience things from a different perspective. Hello, Megan. And it doesn't always feel good and it can suck. And we're not going to bypass the fact that it sucks. You're going to agree that it sucks. You're going to accept that it sucks. So that's why I'm saying it's okay if it sucks. Because when you say it's okay that I'm having this feeling, you're letting that emotion, which is energy in motion, which is a feeling, you're letting it move through your body. And your body, your human, is designed to do that. All right? So, another day of TikTok live coming at you. I'll be here tomorrow and probably, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday and Thursday. So if you have any question, hello, Gabs. If you have any questions that you want to talk about or have any topics that you want to talk about in the spiritual, metaphysic, paranormal world, esoteric world, witchy world, let's chat and let's talk. I will not tell you I know everything because I do not. I wish I did though. And I'm a Leo, so sometimes I act like I do. But I don't know everything. And oftentimes I learn so much from you guys. Hello, Oslin. A lot of times I learn from you guys when you ask questions, because if I don't know the answer, I get to look it up or talk to or ask somebody who might actually have that information. So I'm so grateful to be here for you to answer your questions. And I'm so grateful to just be here. It's an honor and it's a great opportunity. It really is. And I really want to help you feel less stressed and less anxious and how to balance your energy. Okay? So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.